Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can extract buildings from Google Earth Engine and also how you can download them and export for further analysis. Maybe if you like to visualize them in other GIS software, you can still do that. So here is an example of the buildings that you are going to extract. This is my area of interest, and you can see we have different kind of buildings according to the interval. So I've categorized them into different intervals, and so for that reason is so that we can get to extract enough buildings from our data. So this is what we are going to do, and let's get started. Okay, so I have opened a new script on a new tab or a blank page in Google Earth Engine. And so the first thing is to get your area of interest. So you need to use these tools. We are not going to import any shape file into our project, but you can still use the controls here to extract your area of interest. So at first I will zoom into my region of interest. So I'm going to Nairobi, and then I would like to get the buildings from any area, any region you like. So maybe first I'll need to change this from a map to satellite. So I convert the Google base map to satellite, and then I zoom into any region that I would like to get the buildings. And so perhaps I'm interested in this region. You can see we have enough buildings here. So I'm just going to draw a polygon, a basic polygon for our data. So what you need to do is go to these controls. If you want to create, let's say maybe you draw a rectangle, a regular rectangle, you can use this. If you want to draw just a shape, maybe an irregular shape, you can use this one. I'm going to click on that one, and then I just begin from this road here. I do something like this. I go up to this point. I go up to this point. Maybe I draw up to this point and then come back to the road and then trace back to here. Yeah, so I have my region of interest already extracted, and this one has already been imported to my Google Earth Engine. So I can keep it as geometry, or you can rename it to something like region of interest, or you can keep it as geometry. And then now the next thing is to import your data from Google Earth Engine. So what you need to do is you type in this command here in the search bar, Google/research/open buildings/v3/polygons, and then you click on open this one. Then you can read through some description of this data. It's a large scale open data set, consists of outlines of buildings derived from high resolution 50 centimeter satellite imagery, and it contains up to 1.8 billion building detections in Africa, Latin America, Caribbean, Southern Asia, and Southeast Asia. And then we are told that the inference spanned an area of 58 million square kilometers. Then you can read through this. You can see it says that each building in this dataset will include the polygon describing its footprint on the ground, a confidence score indicating how sure we are that this is a building. Yeah, so that is what we are going to do. You remember I showed you the confidence or the different kind of buildings that we have. So we need to extract the confidence and be sure that actually what percentage was this a building when the model was used to generate the polygons. Then you can see it says that the building footprints are useful for a range of important applications, from population estimation. You can use buildings actually to estimate population, urban planning, and humanitarian response to environmental and climate science. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this collection snippet here. But before that, I would like to also click on the table schema. I'm using dark mode for Google Earth Engine. So if you look also to get your Google Earth Engine into dark mode, make sure you check out in the description for a video that I highlight some steps on how you can convert your Google Earth Engine from light theme dark theme. Okay, so I'm using dark theme for Google Earth Engine, and you can see we have the under this table, we have confidence, and this is a double. So we can call a double like 0.01, 0.02, 0.003 as the confidence. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention this one. It's not visible because the shapefile or the software that I'm using to convert Google Earth Engine to light theme, from dark theme to light theme, is not getting it correctly, but you can also use it. At least it helps to your eyes. Okay, so I'm going to close this, but I said I will copy the collection snippet here. So I click on copy, and you can see it says your collection snippet has been copied. Then I click on close. Now I come here to create a variable and say var, then I can say buildings, var buildings is equal to, then I paste this link here, and then what I'm going to do is filter. I'll click on enter, and I say dot filter. I say dot filter. Then I'm going to filter bounds. So I'm going to filter bounds to my region of interest, and here I just need to pass in my ROI because we already have it here. So ROI, and then you need to close this one. Also, you can put your semicolons there, and the next thing is to now write the variables to get the confidence. So the confidence may be from 65% to 70%, or from, let's say, 70%, 75, and maybe one greater than or equal to 75%. Okay, so we proceed with this one. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable here and say variable buildings underscore from let's say 65 underscore 70, and this is going to be equal to now our buildings. So you call this. I'm going to copy this and type paste it here. So I'm going to say this variable is equal to buildings dot, then we say filter, and so we are going to filter out with the confidence. So the confidence was you type in confidence. I've shown you where confidence is coming from. So confidence is less than or equal to 0.65, and confidence is greater than 0.7. Okay, so I put a semicolon here. Then I'm going to copy this. So I copy that and paste it several times because it's just repetitive code. Like that. So the first one is from 65 to 70%. Okay, and then the next one will be from 70 to 75. So I will put here 70, and then I put here 75. Then I'll come here and say 0.70, or you can say 0.7, 0.70 up to 0.75, and then the last one will be above will be greater than or equal to 70. So I'll delete this, and then this one also, and say this one will be greater than or equal to 0.75. So as I said, the confidence is just like a score that indicates how confident the model was when detecting or classifying that building exists at that point. Okay, and the value is usually from 0 to 1. That's why you can see we are saying from 0.65 to 0.7, greater than or equal to 0.70 to 0.75, then above 0.75. Okay, so this way we can now go ahead, and this one is supposed to be greater than, so I can just change this and say buildings, and then I say underscore GTE greater than or equal to 70%, not 70 but 75, not just to confuse. So this one's from 70 to 75, greater than 75, and this is from 65 to 70. So just to confirm that everything is okay. Okay, so now we go ahead and get the center of our map, because if we run this code right now, it will not produce anything. Right now we are centered in the United States, but we want to go to the region of interest. What I will say that map dot I'll say map dot center object, then I say center object map dot center object, and my object is the geometry. So this is the object from here, is here, the ROI and not geometry. Remember I changed my name, so if yours is still geometry, make sure you use it as geometry, because mine is ROI. I've just realized that the color has not changed, which means it's not the same. So the next parameter is the zoom level. So this is the object that is called on the map. So we want to center the object at our region of interest with this percentage zoom level. Okay, I go ahead and add the layers to the map. So I'll say map dot add layer, and the first layer is from 65 to 70. So I call this from 65 to 70. I paste it there, and then I pass in the color. Remember, here we need 3 parameters. So I need the color, and I also need the name of the layer. So the layer will appear here, and we need to have the name, just as in QGIS or in ArcGIS we normally have the layers. So we need to have the layer name. This is it. So here I'll just say that color, I'll just call the color, and the color is I'll paste in this color here. This is FF0000. That's the color. And then I'll say buildings. I'll say buildings. Buildings confidence. Buildings confidence. And this is from 0.65, 0.6, 0.65, 0.65. Then I can say like 0.65 and 0.7. Okay, like that. Then the next one is I say map dot add layer, and the layer is going to be now 70 to 75. So I say Control C here, and I paste it here, and this is going to be, so color is going to be FF and 00. Okay, and then the name of the layer is going to be, I just copy this, don't like typing repetitive things, just paste it here, and then change this one from 70 to 75, from 70 to 75, and then I say again map dot add, say map dot add layer, and then I paste the last one. So this is greater than buildings greater than or equal to 75, and then I give it a color. Say the color is going to be 00 F 00. Okay, and then here I'm going to paste the layer name, and I say this is greater than, confidence is greater than or equal to 0.75. Okay, that. So from this to this, greater than that. The next thing is to change my Google map. Yeah, because now we are using this kind of map, and I want to change this to I want to change that to set light automatically. So I don't want to come and change it from here, but I just want when I run my code, everything changes to what I want. So first I will put a semicolon here, come down to the next line and say map dot set oops, map dot set options. Map dot set options. The options are, we need to say we have our satellite base map. Okay, so that way we only need to run the code and see what is happening. But there I forgot to mention that you need to save your work. So you control on S, mine is already saved as buildings, but you control S, you will see a window pop up to ask you to save your work. Okay, so when I control S, it gets saved, or you can click here on save. If you have not saved, then you need to save with a name which you will remember. Okay, so I'm going to click on run, or you can also do control enter. Yes. Okay, and now I can see the buildings here, but I also need to remove the ROI because we already set it. Okay, so these are the buildings. You can see here confidence, buildings confidence from greater than 0.5, 0.75, then greater than or from 0.7 to 0.75, then from 0.65 to 0.70. Yeah, so you can see the colors here. So you can toggle these out to see which buildings are which. The red ones are the ones from 65 to 70%. We remove that. We check the building's confidence from 70 to 75%. Then the yellow ones, then the greener ones, which is the most kind of buildings that we can see here, is from a confidence of above 75%. So you can enlarge this, you can zoom out, and of course when you zoom out it needs to load fast. Yeah, so you can see they are here. This, you can see how we drew our polygon. Yeah, very easy, very simple. Okay, so the next thing is now, yeah, so this is it. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be producing much more of this content on Google Ads Engine. I also have a course on Udemy. You can check the link in the description, and make sure to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.